Here in Los Angeles, California, is a pink house, a bright and vibrant color perfectly suited to its owner. Because what happens behind these walls is music magic.
I never, to this day, learned how to play or read music, so I still write the same way, basically, I did when I was 10, which is just stuff enters my head.
That's Allee Willis. She's a 2-time Grammy Award-winning musical genius who's given up on all 3 music lessons she tried to take in her life. Instead, her inspiration comes from everywhere.
I've always been able to sing a melody to anything. Like if you fell over on that stool now, that would sound like a drum fill to me and I could start like writing a melody or something.
A melody that Willis then turns into September. And Boogie Wonderland. 2 very well-known songs sung by Earth, Wind & Fire.
My thing is odd in that people know me for different things.
Willis also wrote the music and lyrics for the 2016 Tony-nominated musical, The Color Purple. The Color Purple reminds her of home. She grew up in Detroit in the early 60s during the time when Motown was just getting started.
Motown is still just a tiny little house, and you could hear music coming through the walls. So I would learn like parts of records, like I learned a bass line.
The basement of her pink house is a museum full of memories from the 60s.
Culturally, those years were really important. And it was the whole Black is Beautiful period. And it was such an awakening of culture and pride and all of this stuff that just kind of was very hidden before.
Here's another thing many people don't know about her.
This isn't the exact location, and the coffee here isn't made by Gunther. But if you can already recognize the couch, you can kind of already imagine what famous theme song Allee Willis is also known for.
Didn't want to write the song, didn't like the song, was very appreciative. And it was the biggest airplay record in 1994, which was so shocking to me.
In fact, she
only wrote it to get out of a deal because I owed like another song, and it was like, here.
But the song hit the top charts, and even today, 25 years later, people still sing along to the theme song.
Meghan Trainor released a new version of the Friends theme that was blasting from the Empire State Building in New York as the Empire State Building at exactly 8:30, which is when the show first aired, changing colors to the music throughout the whole song.
As a self-funded artist, she was able to pay off her house only a few years ago.
The only way as a songwriter that you get paid is if a song becomes a hit.
But she is sold on the LA lifestyle.
Getting to California, it was like, oh my God, how do people not live this way?
43 years later, Willis is now working with rapper, singer, and songwriter Big Sean.
I feel like a lion let out of a cage.
She feels like they share a sense of purpose to honor their hometown, Detroit.
Now all of a sudden I'm doing stuff where you can go anywhere. It doesn't have to rhyme in the exact spot. It doesn't need X number of syllables. But that's what I love about my career. And I do always say it's like my hair. One side has nothing to do with the other.
And Allee Willis is a songwriter like no other. For Annenberg Media, I'm Nicola Wenz.